Hey, everybody. I'm trying to come from another angle. I've noticed after watching my live feeds that I get too close to my camera, and for whatever reason, it makes some sort of weird shuttery sound. So, here, let me try to get my camera out of the, or my computer out of there, and we'll rearrange it. There we go. Congratulations to everybody making it halfway through the week. Thank you, Dan, for stopping in. U of M, thank you. Tom, thank you. Hey, by the beach, I sent you back a couple of emails. Like I said, no pressure. If you don't want it, you don't want it. No biggie. And no hurry either. I don't know if you didn't get them. Let me know, and I'll resend those pics for you. 90s today. Yeah, no, I did some moving today before I came here, and I literally just got through showering and cleaning up. And um, obviously, guys, I'm a Mustang fan. You all know this. And tonight they're doing the debut. Ford Motor Company is. It's been going on now for almost 20 minutes, and all they're doing is just teasing everybody. And so, uh, so tonight, since obviously I got two big boxes in, I figured it'd take a little bit of time, but I still got to pack. So I apologize for last night, but long story short, things didn't go as quickly as I'd planned. And by the time I got back here and got cleaned up, most people were already getting ready to go to bed, and I hadn't even had dinner. All right, Adam. Hey, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've got a whole case that we're for sure going to go through tonight, and we're going to open up these two boxes. Obviously, it looks like some track sets came in. So, without further ado, let's get into the small one first, and then I'll move the case out of the way. But as you can see, we're going to be doing a lot of my AFX turbos and Super G pluses, and then we're going to go back old school with some Magna traction with some of the police cars and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of variety in this one, but it's all still AFX. We haven't gone through all my AFX stuff yet. So how's everybody doing, by the way? Box time, yay, yeah. That's what I said. Yay. Uh, let's let's see. I had a couple of good weeks on eBay, and like I tell everybody, guys, I turn right around and I invest whatever money that I make off of eBay and put it right back into my collection. And so that's how it's reciprocating is the way I look at it. And if any of you didn't notice in the description while I'm ripping this open, I put in links to everybody that I've been mentioning the past few days. Dan with the slot valve racing, I put a link to his latest video on the latest Snake and Mongoose track set. If you haven't seen that, I highly suggest you check it out. Takes you from the very beginning of when you get the set to the very end of when you get to see the cars go down the track, which is pretty cool. Which is, like I'm just teasing people by showing the track, and he actually shows it running. So I highly suggest going by and checking that out. And I'm going to throw him a little promo again. This Saturday is his 1 year anniversary, and he's going to go live. So everybody be sure and hit the notification bell when you're there after you watch his video on the drag racing, and that way you can get notified when he goes live for his first live special for being 1 year on YouTube. So congratulations, Dan. Yeah. Oh, my mailman. Yeah, since I used to deliver the mail by the beach. Yeah, we can talk shop, but he also knows that I'm one of the people that you bitch about, that you always have to go to their front door and get out of the damn truck. Because little known fact of those of you that have never worked for the Postal Service, every time you get out of the damn vehicle, you got to turn the damn thing off and take the keys with you so no one steals it. Oh, no, Dan, no. Thank you, buddy. And congratulations on your year. That's awesome. There's times I wonder if I'm going to make it, 6 months, and here I am, bam, I'll have a year anniversary next year. So obviously someone used the old Postal Service boxes and they jerry rigged them all together here. So I'm having some difficulty. I'll use my line, you got to be smarter in what you're trying to operate. But sometimes these people get pretty creative with their taping and their boxing. Like I mentioned before, guys, and I'll say it again. I don't care how long it takes me to unbox something. All I care about is it's not damaged when I get it. As I'm sure everybody on this channel that's watching that can agree. All 8 of us that are here, thank you all. And to everybody that gets to watch later, I know a lot of people watch these videos later because they can't catch them live, and I still appreciate that. Thank you. And I have a lot of international viewers, and I want to say thank you to you too. It's crazy what YouTube will show you about the viewership. All right, well, inside the box we got another box, but that's all right because it protects the main box, and we're going to get to it here. I'll unveil it at the same time, but and I don't hear my camera clicking, so that's a good sign. So this must have made it happier. So this is cool. Street Speed Challenge. As many of you know, in the last one, I opened up a sealed, still in the baggie, Plymouth Roadrunner. And I said that was why I was going to make the one that I had that I'd shown off. Instead of a Shelf Queen, it was going to turn into a runner again. And I knew I had this track coming, but we'll open it up and see. So here it is. It's your classic, once again, standard figure 8. One 15-inch piece, one 9-inch piece, one 6-inch piece. That's how they do it, with 9-inch curves. Standard controllers. Nothing special about this track except for the cars. Yes, by the beach. I love that car. That's why. And I was like, well, if you like the cars, so I just so happened to have both the cars. I was like, well, you might as well get the set to go with it. You know, like I told you guys, if I get a good enough deal on the track, then I'll invest. Even if it doesn't come with cars, because if I have the cars, then I've got the full Monty, so to speak. So let's open this up and see how bad things are destroyed or not destroyed. And we're off to a good start. I always like it when people throw in the original paperwork. Oh, well, that's cool too. I don't know if it's going to come out. I'll try to get it closer, but they actually have a picture of the actual cars that are in the set, you know, an outline of the cars that are in the set on there. That's kind of cool instead of some just stock photo cars. But I can make an oval, or I can make a figure 8. and you know, this is your base set, so you've got your instructions on one side and your troubleshooting guide on the other. So you know, not a lot of expense, but you know, if you still have problems, one of these days we're going to have to just crack out the phone, and next time I get one of these sets, we're going to have to call that 800 number and see what they say, just to, you know, just for grins. Oh no. Okay, so they get an F for packing. Okay, so let this be a lesson to everybody that see, because I tell, like I've mentioned in the past, I tell everybody when I buy a set, and take the outside lane. Yes, U of M. That's exactly it. Whenever I mentioned that my buddy and I, when we moved out when we were in college, and then we had a 3-bedroom house that we had, and we had a 3rd bedroom that we turned into our slot car track, we would flip a coin to see who got that outside lane. Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you by the beach. Oh yeah, but that's the beauty of these chassis. Well, this one's actually got a long guide pin. Both of these do too. Yeah, the extended guide pin. So this person that I bought this from got very lucky, because I tell everybody, I'm like, I really don't care about the track. You know, wrap it up as best you can, but please make sure you take care and bubble wrap the cars inside the box so that the track doesn't slide around and try to kill them. Well, guess what? Bent post killed the car. Idiot. It's not that expensive. It's not. I mean, hell, even if you don't have bubble wrap, you can use freaking paper towels, man. I mean, come on. So obviously the Charger's a runner now, but that's okay. You know, like I said, I mean, just gives me a good excuse to have a runner. Sad that it had to turn into one that way, but it is what it is. Like I said, I've got my perfect one that's a, 2 thumbs down. Yeah, they're not gonna. Yeah. Like I said, you know, hey, so far, honestly, from all the track sets that you guys have seen me open up, and for this one to have the first any damage, and to be this, I mean, I'm just going to be honest, piss poorly packed. That's amazing because honestly, we've seen me open up what six of them now. So, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, now I got a runner. Didn't plan on it being a runner. Plan on it being a seller. Now it's a runner because I don't, really want to sell that. But now this one, I'm not going to get too close to the camera. I'll just kind of hold it right in there, and if I hear it start clicking, then I'll stop. But these are, like I said, I like these cars. These are good-looking cars. Here, let's put on a piece of track. I'm no hand model. See what I'm saying? They sit low, and that's on a bank curve. I mean, they look good to me. That's what I'm saying. They're big, and they're not going to be the body you choose to race with. But for having fun or, whatever. Like I said, still. So he got lucky. I mean, amazing that the post got bent on one car, and the most fragile part on this thing never even got bent. That's of all the cars, how I thought it would have worked out. I would have thought that the Bird would have had the smashed wing, and the blue car would have been okay. And then everything else, I'm not even going to drag it out because I was so disgusted. Yeah, great car. He got lucky. I got lucky. But everything else was just thrown in there, nothing packed special whatsoever. So I'll have to go through that and before it gets moved and do it like it should have been done. I mean, he or she, whoever. I mean, yeah, I'm not even going to say. But yeah, no. So regardless, I'm not going to be disappointed because honestly, hey, I got a running car out of it. I got one that I know I can put on eBay and sell because it's in great shape, or get rid of. To anybody that's watching, get a hold of me. Like I mentioned earlier, I do sell extras of cars, and obviously I got one. I'll clean that one up and make sure it's a runner before I sell it to anybody. So, but anyway, for the price that I paid, I think I got this thing for like what was it, $45 to my door. So it is what it is. I think no, 55. I'm sorry, yeah, 55 to my door. So it is what it is. Still, like I said, not a bad buy. Even if one of the cars does get damaged, like I said, it turned it into a runner. Something bad was going to happen to it. So let's get that case off of this one. Oh, hey, I got the TV. Instead of me watching myself on the TV, I got the Ford debut going, and new Mustang looks pretty cool. Speaking of the new Mustang, Dan knows. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Dan. That's why I've already got one that I'm going to turn into a runner, obviously, because you saw that I got the one in the package, still in the bubble wrap for that set. So, I'm good to go with my runner. So that's why I was planning on selling both of those cars, but now I'm not going to sell the blue one, but I'm just going to sell this one. Like I said, it's a sleek looking car. I love the way Tyco dropped the body on these bad boys. Look at that. I mean, those fender well, they're just filled with tire and rim. I mean, I can see why they were trying to appeal to a younger age group. I didn't even see let's see what year this was made, and then I'll open the other one. Okay, so this is one of the later years, which would make sense, 2005, because they got out in 2008. So, like I was starting to say about the Mustangs, they're showing off the new Mustangs for next year that are coming out right now, the new body style, the new tooling and everything. And I sent that to my buddy Dan. AFX Race Masters is coming out this fall with the horsepower shootout, and it comes with a 2021 Shelby Ford Mustang GT500 and a Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 as the set cars. And I've not seen the cars. All I've seen is the box art for the track set. But just knowing that we've got the new Vet coming out, we've got the Ford GTs, and now we'll have the new Shelby GT500, and we'll have the most badass Camaro that they make from the factory to race. So you're going to have Ford versus Chevy supercars and Ford versus Chevy muscle cars. I think that's just badass. I mean, kudos to AFX for that. Well, like I said, I'm not going to bitch about good packing because we went from horrible packing to good packing, even though I hate peanuts. Can you see the snow I got in here, guys? Yeah, I'm going to try to be careful here. Oh, no, I'm going to have to get a bag. There ain't no way to get this thing out without shoveling peanuts all over my floor. Just a second. Oh, no, hey, like I said, I'm not going to complain about good packing. I'll complain about bad packing, but I won't complain about good packing. So give me just a second here to shovel just enough of these in this bag. And it won't take long to review what I got in here, trust me, but it's going to be a flash from the past for guys. Kind of like my Smokey and the AFX Express. That was a flash from the past. Well, we've been seeing a lot of Tyco love and Hot Wheels Electric Racing love, and only one AFX Aurora track. And honestly, that was a pretty badass track and still is. I'm still in shock about that one, guys. I know I keep bringing it up, but that's just amazing. All right, I'm just about done scooping up a Walmart plastic bag full of peanuts. But I'd rather have a bunch of peanuts than what just happened there. So we're all good. Sorry for the delay, but not quite a full bag, but damn close. I got a ceiling fan going in here, so the last thing I want to do is have those things go flying all over my floor. And a lot of the little crumbs here, as we all know, those are always fun to vacuum up or pick up. All right, so I'm going to swing it around, then I'll get it out of the box. Looky, see? Told you I was going to show us some Aurora love. AFX time here, guys. No, it's not going to stand there, so I got to ditch the box that it came in. Move the instructions there. So there we go, guys. Super G Plus Challenge. 17 feet. Comes with bank corners right here. Long straightaway. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. So 60 inches, 5 feet of straightaway. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. So let's open this bad boy up since we already know it's been open. And see what we got on the inside. All right. How many of us out there remember this? Here. The classic AFX foam. Look at that. Guardrails are all straight too. None of them bent. And he even included the original packaging. Pretty cool. Thank you, Dan. Yeah. I think this one was $37 to my door because it didn't come with cars, which I don't care because guess what? I own both of those cars. So of no concern to mine whatsoever. And A+ on the packing. I mean, he just took advantage of the old school AFX hard ass foam that we all love to hate. Let's see what I can't remember what year this was made. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, check it out. 1990. So 33 years. That's $400. You told me the exchange rate, and I just like, holy hell. I thought our inflation was bad. Hey, Ryburn, thanks for stopping by, buddy. So, my 33-year-old Super G Plus challenge. I have the cars that I can stick right there if I so desired. But maybe what we got here tonight. Oh, guess what? There's one of them. Coolio. Hey, Robert, thank you for stopping in, buddy. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you to all 12 people that are out there that I've missed. I apologize. I try to keep up. If you haven't mentioned your name or give a shout out, let me know. Say hi. Like I said, I appreciate everybody stopping in. It's this is my time to relax, chat, share some of the stuff that I got to add because I had a good couple of weeks on eBay selling cars. If you didn't hear the story before, the only way that I am able to purchase this stuff is not because I'm a wealthy man or have a really kick-ass paying job. It's because I sell cars, refurbish them, and sell them out on eBay. Or if I happen to find really, really good deals that I can make, $2 to $5 on, then I sell them, you know what I'm saying, and still keep the cost down and keep people in the hobby. I'm out to make long-term friends when I make sales, not short one-time hits. Mr. Fish knows. Yeah, hey, Robert. I've sold to Robert. I've sold to Dan. Just to name a few. Mike off the channel. Kevin off the channel. So thank you all. I mean, they know I don't sell junk. But so if you're ever looking for any of my cars, I forgot to put that in the description, but I'll add it afterwards. I'm on eBay, JScene123, and then just message me directly either through my business like By the Beach did, or just directly at scottdanielmo@gmail.com. And we'll talk shop and see what kind of a discount I can get, because if I sell it off of eBay, I can give you a better price than if I have to pay their fees, because regrettably, I still have to try to make my $1 or $2, or it's just, or I'm just basically an exchange unit for people, and I've got to, get something for my printer, ink, and time. So, anyway, kick ass. I'm glad to see it's all original. I'm sad to see that I didn't get rid of all this nasty white foam. I'm really going to have fun vacuuming later, which is the last thing I wanted to do after moving this afternoon. Top quality for sure. Yeah, I agree with you, Dan. 100%. Yeah. So I'd always wanted this particular set. Just so you guys know why I bought it. I always got to give a little history, and then we'll get into the wrapping because I'm already 40 minutes into the rambling about what I got today. But regardless, the reason why I really wanted this one was because I wanted this car and this car. I was a huge Bill Elliott fan back in the day, $1 Million Bill, because him and his brother, basically, little itty bitty nobody, no names, that Bill France gave him money. Actually, the guy that actually owned NASCAR gave them money to try to make it to a track because he knew how fast they would be. And yeah, the legend was born after that. Now look at his son. But anyway, so that was the reason why I wanted that. And I wanted the 300. But regrettably, that was the time that we were moving out, college, what was more fun, slot car tracks or, kegger parties and women. Obviously, the kegger parties and women won. Oh, I forgot to put my rails back in there. That's all right. So anyway, pretty coolio. I'm gonna sweep some of this stuff up on the floor here, and then I'm gonna move that case closer, and we'll get started. Anybody else out there have any of those? Okay, Ryburn. Believe it or not, I think I don't know if it's a G plus when we get to it, but I think if I've got a double of one of these down here, we might be able to talk shop. I think I have a double of one of these Indy cars. We'll see. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm just trying to. I don't want to get that foam crap in my case. Let me get a bag of my pre-cut bubble wrap. So before I get started, hey, yeah, see U of M. That's why I enjoy interaction, because you think of everything, and then someone points out the obvious, and you're like, dope. I'm serious. That's why. Yeah, I love interaction, because, like I said, you think But then someone shows you, oh no, you didn't know shit. You just thought you know, and that's what my basketball coach used to tell me, and I'll say it again. Scott, quit thinking. So there you go. I thought I knew. See, I was thinking again, guys. Well, let's see if we can open these up without it and get rid of any glare, and then get the case to stand up. And if you guys remember the last one, if you were with us or with me or any of the lives, if you saw any of the recordings, you remember that we left off on Indy cars, specifically, I think it was the Super G Plus, some of them versions, or Mega G Plus and the Mega Gs, and then some of the other cars on the other side. Well, if while those were on the wall, if you would have kept going down, then that's why you would have kept seeing these Indy cars right here. So I did mention, I'm going to get out the piece of paper here. I did have a couple of these John Player specials, and I had two different versions. This is the G Plus version with the gray wheels. Here, where's my piece of track? Like I said, I'm no hand model. Like I said, I like the Andretti. I like this car. The John Player Special. It's just a classic. They're still making this car, by the way, to this day, in the larger scales. That is, like I said, and I've got, there's several different people that you can buy these repo stickers from, and I bought a couple of sets specifically. So if I ever get one of these that I'm able to get fairly inexpensive because someone doesn't want to buy it because the stickers are all tore off or something, then I'm going to try to invest in it just so I can put a Viper chassis underneath it if possible, and see if I can have some real fun. If not, then at least I'll clean it up and have some new deco on it. But like I said, John Player Special, late 70s, early 80s, Andretti, can't go wrong. Those are two that I don't mind having two because there were several different versions of the wheels that they included with those, depending on what year it was released. And I'm just going to put this on here before I do. Okay, so a lot of people don't like this Ferrari. They don't buy this Ferrari. I'll show you here. It's the speed shifter chassis, which is no big deal because obviously, the guys, it's the body that's the main thing. You can change the chassis. Yes, I agree. Just a good looking car. I concur completely. I love it. And it's a classic, dude. I mean, if I think most of us are within a few years of the same age that are on this channel based on what YouTube's telling me. And we all remember that car. And we all do, if you're into racing whatsoever. And this rendition of this car is pretty cool. Obviously, you can see since it's a speed shifter, it just rolls right along. It is brand new. I mean, it's a new old stock. So, I liked it just because it's Ferrari and it's unusual. And I figured if ever there was an F1 car you could buy that was the rear wing wasn't going to snap off, it'd be this one. But then, of course, it's probably got the thinnest mount up here for this big ass wing up front that the first time it hits carpet or something sideways, that's just going to snap. So, yay, boo, it is what it is. Still a cool car. Oh, is that the Villeneuve? Oh, okay, cool. See? That's why I do this. I learned something. So, was it son or was it Junior or the man? Robert. And I know one of these is like the Fittipaldi or something car. I'm not sure which. Like I said, I don't have the AFX book. Okay, so I told you guys the man. Okay, yeah. The one the racetrack's named after, not Junior. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. No, like I said, that's why I love doing this. I thought I turned it on last time, and I apologize if I didn't make it, but I know I did this time on the chat. So it is recording the chat, so people will be able to keep up what we're talking about as it's going on live. This was another I wanted as a childhood car. It's on the vaunted G Plus chassis, and it's got those nice glued on foam tires, but believe it or not, this was in such good shape. Look at that. Those things are still spongy. I don't know. See that? That's pretty kick ass for a car this old. And then as always on the cars, like I say, I don't want to get it too close because I heard that clicking and I know that would drive me crazy. So thank you to everybody that put up with that. I apologize. I did not know. But this one has both the mirrors and the top and the wing and the back wing you can see has not been re-glued, I believe. Yeah. So just a really good rendition of this car. I'm really proud to have this car, these Marlboro cars. Just a little thing, like I said, this is the Texaco Marlboro car. If you've noticed, hey Clint, thanks for stopping by, buddy. They don't make any cars that will have any alcohol or tobacco manufacturers on them like they used to. You know what I'm saying? In real race cars, yes. In slot car world, no. Perfect example would be like those Tyco, those Hot Wheels, those Dale Jr. cars. He was sponsored by Budweiser. We all know that, but you know what it says across the hood? Dale Jr. uh, and here we go again, another old school, another G Plus. There's several. I think there's like 5 different versions of this Lola body style. The different colors: red, yellow, white, blue. This is a really good rendition. Got both the mirrors, both the pipes, the wings not been glued back on. That's something if you're wanting to collect one of these, you're going to want to look for. Like I said, just a cool looking car from back in the day. Once again, those glued on sponge tires. Now these are kind of hard, so I'm not going to punch on them. I don't want to flat spot them. But yeah, just suffice to say, the father time is catching up with that foam. But like I said, pretty cool car and really good shape. Like I said, the mirrors are the big things and the pipes are the big things. And then the wing, and it's just the common theme on almost all these F1 or Indy type cars, and then the snorkel on top. So anything that looks fragile, trust me, it is. And so it's 99.9% of the time, unless someone took some real good care of it, has been broken off if they raced it. That one back in here. And we're moving up to the turbos. Yep. This is one of your plain Janie AFX turbo chassis. Number 3. Goodyear on the wing. Goodyear on the side. Like I said, cool looking car for back in the day. That's why, I mean, if you look at these catalogs, we complain that there's so many new cars coming out now, and I think it's because of the cost. Because if you look back in the day of how many cars that were pumped out, it's amazing. So you really, I mean, even back then you had to have a good wallet to try to keep up. I'm just saying. But I would much rather have those days and those prices than what we got nowadays with our prices. Now this next one, has got a little more snaz on it. This is once again, this is on the SRT Super Racing Turbo chassis. Number 3, really great shape. And the wings never been broken off. You can see I love it. It has Race Masters printed on it. On these older ones, the main one is the wing in the front and the wing in the back, because you see that they learned from the 70s and the 80s that of the stuff that broke off, and they kind of got rid of it. And the body styles on the cars changed too, thankfully. And so yeah, you still got to worry about the wings, but all in all, a lot less to worry about on something like this than the others. And you can still pick these up on eBay. I've seen them. And the nice thing about that is even if it's not a runner, you can rebuild it. Unlike today's new ones. All right. Ooh, almost dropped it. This is a set car. It's on a turbo chassis. Number 2, AFX. Cool looking car. A little different body style than the one we just saw. white wheels, still original. That old, the rubber started to turn hard or whatever that was, but it feels like old rubber. That's it. Good looking car. Very, very, very little, if any, use. I don't know how well the shoes are going to show out. I don't want to make that camera start clicking and kill everybody's ears. So as I'm going through these guys, if you see a car that you have or another variant of one of these that I need to be looking for, let me know. Or if you have one yourself, like I said, this is my chance to find out what you guys have and share what I have and see what we all have. All right. Here's another set car. This one's also here. I'll turn it upside down before I put it on track. Also on a turbo chassis. Mobile number 1. Do I have a favorite set car of all time? It was just because it's so dear to my heart, and then that's my Ford Escort with the green one that I keep showing off, and I've already put it back up into a case, but it comes in a set, and I'm trying to locate that set, and hopefully, good fortune will find me again. Because not only did I buy it in the cube, but I also wanted in the track set. So that one is my favorite track set car. But the ones that that was just because I got it. Now that track set that I bought, that Smokey and the AFX Express that I just got, that one's that was a childhood want when I was a little kid. So you can only imagine, telling Santa every year you wanted that track set and never coming. I don't know how is that glare too bad for you guys? Like I said, I'm looking at my computer and I don't have it on my big screen. So here, let's fix that right now so I can see what you guys are seeing. I'm tired of looking at a Mustang I can't afford right now. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to. Yeah, it is whitening it out, isn't it? I'm sorry. Guys who said something. Well, suffice to say, it's not yellow. In perfect shape. We'll wrap this one up. All right. This one is not a set car, but it is pretty pricey if you go to buy it. It's on a turbo chassis too. This is a new old stock that I was fortunate to get. Like I said, and I'll reiterate it. I got back into this hobby almost going on 7 years ago, and that's when I started. Whenever Greg basically got me hooked with the GT40s and the Cobras and the Peugeots, that's when I knew I was going to start collecting, and I better start getting cars that I wanted. And that's how I was able to afford a lot of these. And that's this is just a good looking car. There's a G plus, super G plus version of this car too. Um, I, you know, this is the number 28 Tommy version, or the turbo version. I'm sorry. Good looking car. Benetton Ford. All right. All right. Got 9 of us here. I don't know who dropped out and if someone joined back in, but if you're new back in on the live and missed out, sorry. But everything is recorded, including the chat, so you can go back and see what I got. If you don't want to wait till the end and see all the cars, because I am going to go through this whole case tonight. That's why I'm kind of ripping through it, because I kind of saw that I was talking too much and not enough rapping. And at the rate I was going, I was not going to get this all packed. So even though I'm tired, sore, worked 10 hours today, moved again tonight, gotta get started and gotta get some packing done. So the other set car we saw up there was the red number 2. Here's the blue AFX number 6 that's in that particular track set. Same turbo chassis, brand new. I have that track set. That's why I know it's brand new. That's why I know the cars are brand new. Yeah, Robert, exactly. I mean, so, I mean, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, you know, like most of these turbo cars, I maybe paid 30 to 35 bucks for. Now you can't touch them for 40 to 50 a piece or more, depending. You know, I've seen that Benetton Ford that I just showed. It went for over $60 last week. I'm like, what? You know, so uh, on old 5, 6 years ago's prices, I could buy two cars for what you'd have to pay for one now, and the old ones are going for about what the brand new ones are going for. So yeah, it's really hard if you're a collector and you like AFX to find those good deals because everybody's looking for them because the prices went insane. Which is good first of all because if you've got a lot of these cars, like I'm sure a lot of people do, then the value of your collection just went up. And here's another turbo chassis, new old stock, the Cannon number 5. There's a couple different versions of this, and I'm sorry I don't know exactly what the differences are, but this is the in the collector's world, this is what they call a C8. Open out of the package, brand new body, brand new chassis, never ran. And they hold better than the old Magna Traction do. That's it, good car. Cannon number 5. There's a lot of these Tyco. Yeah, $50, $60. Yeah. And then after you and Dan had purchased some cars, I see how bad the Canadian exchange rate is. Man, ouch. Kudos to you guys for staying in the hobby. Anybody international, to be quite honest. Here's another set car, the Pennzoil number 4. This one's on a Super Racing SRT turbo chassis, the SRT chassis. This is a set car only. As you can see, I don't know if you guys heard it click when I stuck it down, but these things, that's between, for a lot of club racing, these things are really popular because of that motor. You can replace the motor and the magnets, and these things can fly. I've seen them. And they make replacement can motors, you know, unlike the new Mega G Plus ones. But anyway, I digress. Number 4, brand new. Good looking car. The vaunted Pennzoil. Yep, I agree. All right. Oh, and here we go. Another. If you've been keeping up with my lame little descriptions of stuff, this is another time capsule. This is another. When I see this car, it takes me back in time type of ones. This is on the G Plus chassis, where we went. Like I said, they kind of jumped around because of being packed last time. This is another one as I was a kid. This one has both the mirrors, the wings not being glued back on, and if you can see those shoes, it's never been used. So this thing's just been a shelf queen. That's okay with me. Perfect shape. Perfect shape. The number 6 Ferrari. Good looking version of this car. Still got the original stickers. I mean, stickers, not decals. You know, not the liquid kind, but the actual adhesive kind that tend to peel and fall off. Great looking car. So I was very fortunate to get that car once again before prices went insane in the membrane. Yeah, that's what I thought. Another new old stock. There's another turbo. Like I said, I mean, 5 years ago you could still get these new old stock. Now you can't touch them. No, hey, I whine about them, and I'm not in Canada, Robert. So birds of a feather, my friend. This is the what is it, Manscali Racing or something like that. Number 54 on the turbo chassis. Like I said, another new old stock that I was able to purchase. Good looking car. Here, I'll get it away so the glare is not as bad. But let me look at the TV where I'm holding it right here and see what you guys see. Okay, so you're getting a decent view of it. like I said, I know that light's underneath. If I turn that one off and I turn this one on, then it starts whiting out everything else behind me. But good looking car. Anybody else haven't seen that one before? Oh, okay. Well, here, I'll hold it up there for you again, Robert. Yeah, no, if you haven't seen one and you want me to get it closer, I'll be more than happy to until I hear or if you guys hear the camera start clicking, let me know and I'll back off. It's a good looking car. Say I'm looking at the TV and there's about a 3 second delay. So say it whites it out. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, no, you can still see it. Oh yeah, no problem, Robert. That's why I'm doing this, man. I'm sharing. Like I said, if anybody missed it before, I'll say it again. This is not Scott showing off. This is Scott sharing. This is all this is. This isn't, hey, look what I have and look what you don't have. This is look what I have and I want to know what you have and I want to show you what I have and share and we all want to talk about it. Like I mentioned, I work hard to get what I got and I'm not ashamed of it, but I'm not bragging about it. I'm sharing it, and so I want to interact with everybody. This is the 33 Sasol. I believe they also made a G Plus version of this one too. When we get to them, I got more G Pluses down here that we're going to see. I only showed off a few of them the other night. Like I said, they're all jumbled up. Kind of plain Jane on the side, but it's kind of cool on the top. With the light blue and the dark blue and the red. It looks a lot snazzier on the top than it does from the side. That's just my opinion. Once again, on a turbo chassis, new old stock. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Yeah. And here is a set car. This one's also on a turbo chassis. This is a Ferrari number 28. As all Ferraris do, red, predominantly black. This one has the orangish, yellowish wheels that they had back in the day. Still a pretty cool looking car. It's sad that they cost so much, because I'd literally, if you really want to live your childhood, you got to get them out there on the track. But, if you do that and you wreck it, you've ruined possibly $80 to $100. Insane. All right, hey, we got 13 people. Thank everybody that's here that missed out, and be sure and check out everything. While I'm wrapping this one up, I'll mention it again in the description of this video below. I've put a link to Slot Valley Racing with Dan and his newest video on the drag racing. And then while you're there, be sure and hit the notification bell for this Saturday. He's going to go live for the first time for his 1 year anniversary. So even though I'm in the middle of moving, I'm going to do everything I can to be there. I strongly encourage everybody to try to go there and show support for Dan because he puts out a lot of good video content. I know personally how hard it is to do all those sequences, add music, the cut scenes, and make it look like something that someone actually wants to sit there and watch. So let's all show our appreciation, spread the word, share the notification, and everybody show up and show Dan our support for him putting in the hard work on his 1 year anniversary. All righty. And there's a link to that one in below. There's a link to Stockpile Hobbies below, Ringo at AFX World, and Buckeye HO Drag Racing. And I mentioned earlier in the last case, I believe it was, I had the Super G Plus runner that I had that had that whole wing broken off. And this is once again like my Mega G that I showed, which is the Paul Tracy Index F1 car. So this is the Super G Plus version of this. And it's been used. It's not, I didn't buy this one brand new. Wish I did. And this is like classic with all those older wings that we all know. They don't want to stay up, but it says Forsyth Racing on it. The sticker's still there. That's actual sticker, not tampo. That's the only sticker on the whole body. And of course, they put it on the one thing that on the back side that makes that one, heavy part of the wing make it want to flip down all the time. So anyway, still good looking car, good looking rendition. This one, it goes for insane prices, 80 to $100 plus. Sometimes I've seen it on eBay. Just insane what these older Super G Plus bodied F1 and Indy cars are going for now. You know, like I said, more people got into the hobby and they remember those cars from their youth. I know I do. All right. And this is a set car. I know because I own the set. Couldn't tell you which set it is right now because I'm so confused on sets that I have and what I've recently bought. And I'm not bragging, just saying my brain is a lot of different places and trying to remember exactly which car set this one came in. But irregardless, this is the Pennzoil. It's also on a Super G Plus chassis, brand new. I know, like I said, because I own the set. The number 2 version. Good looking car. I mean, easy to see out on the track, and I like it because they snazhed it up with the red wheels, you know, with the red rims. Yeah, Paul Tracy. Yeah, Slot Valley. Yep. That's old school, huh? If you remember the old what they called IndyCar, you know, when Andretti raced in it, along with Nigel Mansell. And then when Nigel left, then Michael took over, and Michael and Mario raced in it. And that's when Paul Tracy was there with Newman Haas Racing, which is the same Haas, Gene Haas, that owns the F1 team, by the way. All right. And obviously, this is a set car, one you can buy individually. We've all probably seen this a million times. It's Super G Plus. Came in the Super International set, is one of the 4. I think it came in a few others, but it's a good looking black and yellow, the bumblebee type of looking thing. Valvoline number 1. You know, gotta love these cars from the factory, and look at that, shaking it around, not even budging. No, Nigel Mansell. Oh well, no, this is with the Super G Plus version of the Super International kit. You probably got the Mega G Plus version. Every time they came out with a version of that Super International kit, they changed the cars. Yeah, I had the Super G Plus version, and I sold it like an idiot. I kept the Mega G. And I was like, no, I don't need those Super G Pluses. I'll sell it. Yeah, like I said, that's why I love talking with you guys because I mean we've all done stuff like that that we wish we would have never done. There's cars I wish I would have never sold. There's a track set that I wish I would have never sold. That computer control tower, that AFX computer command center that I had, should have never sold it. This is the other set car to the Pennzoil that we saw down there. This is the number 1 red and white Marlboro, and I know it's white now, so I'll just back it off. It also came with red wheels to match. Pretty cool, good looking car. Obviously, brand new, Super G Plus since I own the track set. I can remember now that I'm sitting here talking that Pennzoil jogged the memory cell. This was one of those plain Jane J.C. Penney brown box track sets. Can't remember the name of it, but at least I got us that far. That's pretty cool. Oh, we're getting one that's pretty pricey nowadays if you find it. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I bought it before it was pricey, so I can say that now. This will remind people. It reminds me of the McDonald's car in a way, but this is the. It's also these are all Super G Plus. I'll tell you when it's not a Super G Plus. We're in the Super G Plus section for the next 1, 2, 3 rows of cars. Super G Plus chassis. This is the CDW, and once again, it's got that nice flippy floppy wing, but the tampo's still there that says CDW. And like I said, I know it's got white on top, so I won't white it out for you guys. But good looking car. Another one of those $80 to $100 plusers. If you're wanting to try to buy it in this shape now. Insane in the membrane. Oh no, we haven't got to the Tycos yet. Those are my Miller cars. Because believe it or not, Robert, I think both of my Miller, I've got 2 Miller cars that are, believe it or not, new old stock. Oh, my Tyco Indy cars. I bought those from overseas, Taiwan. One of those Taiwan vendors on eBay that finds stuff in a warehouse and dumps it real quick. I got lucky. It was a buy it now for $50, and I snatched it right up. Saw the very same car used go for $80, so I knew I got a good deal. I knew I was $30 ahead of the game, even if I only sold mine for $80. Obviously, I'm not going to sell it. You know, it's just nice knowing that your investment immediately gained value. And this is another set car. This one used to be in the Giant Raceway. This is the Hurricane, number 7. And I used to own that race set also. And once again, it's one of those I got rid of. Like an idiot. I admit it. I'll tell you guys. Brand new. I like this one. The other one that came with it was that Manic or something like that. It was white with some swirls. I still need to get it, but I love these Super G Plus chassis. That's why I love the Vipers. I love the Hardin Creek Sportsman Series Vipers. We all grew up with them. We all know how fast they are. You can kind of tune the end bell, retard the timing, advance the timing, and make them faster or slower for acceleration. They're a tunable car, and you can do a lot with them. And you can make them so fast you can't even see them going around the track, unless they're a really brightly lit car. So we're up to the Cannon. Like I said, this is the Labatt's Cannon number 5. This is the Super G Plus version of the Tommy Cannon that I showed off earlier. And like I said, it's really cool. I debated on whether or not to put all the F1 Tycos and AFX together just to show the differences of how the two manufacturers interpreted the same car. Nice catch. But I decided just to keep them manufacturer specific. Obviously, the tires are hard as a rock on this one, but it's been used. This isn't a brand new one. It's been used, but it's in really good shape. Obviously, never been broken, and the wing's still there. Tampo's all there. Nothing worn off on the cannons on either side. So, back then you could kind of be particular on what kind of car you wanted to invest in because there was more of them to choose from. Now you're kind of like, well, what's it going to go for and what kind of shape's it in? It's more of a question of price than condition, which is kind of odd, kind of flipped. Standard AFX number 5. You can still see this one for sale every so often. Super G Plus. What's that say on there? Orleans. Orlins. Orleans. Reminds me of the, well, it's not showing up back there, but it reminds me of the Nigel Mansell Haviland black and white at 440 Tyco. And we'll see it later. I've got it a couple of times. Hey, we're cruising. All right, I got 45 minutes for my 9 o'clock cutoff time to get through these next 24. That's pretty cool. All right, let's move this over here. We'll keep the party going with some more G Plus. Yep, brand new, old stock. The number 18. Let me see if I can see what it says there. Mercedes-Benz. That's what I thought it said, but I wanted to make sure before I stuck my foot in my mouth. Good looking car. Oh yeah, no, I agree with both of you guys. Everybody in the chat that saw the new Mustang, I was kind of like, wow, they made a big hubbub about that. But I'm a Mustang guy, so I'm not going to rip on them too hard. But I mean, they've been building this anticipation. If you've seen any of the ads on YouTube for months now, and I expected something really radically different, and not so much. But it's the car I like. But so anyway, yeah, that's the number 18. This one still pulls down some pretty good money on eBay or Etsy. if you're able to find it. And it's really going to pull down money if it's new like this one. Yeah, Robert, it's harder and harder to find that one on eBay. I'm going to show you another one that's even kind of hard to find, and that's this Beta Super G Plus. It's brand new, old stock again. I'm not. I mean, it's just insane, guys, how many of these cars I got brand new, and now you can't even come close to paying what I paid for these cars and getting them. Had anybody else seen this one? This Beta, these solid. There's a turbo version that's kind of an aqua turquoise color that I'm trying to get. This is a good looking car. I like it just because it's something different. You know, it's not really. It's like an orange red, if that makes sense. It's not a red like the Ferrari. Yeah, see, I like this one too. You know, I'm showing some cars that maybe some people don't have, so you're getting to see it for the first time, so you at least know it's out there. And I do know that there's like a sister car to this one that's another color that's a turbo, but it's like $80. And right now that means, you know, I can buy 2 new releases or something, you know. So, you know, like I said, gotta weigh my wallet situation right now with this moving stuff. All this other stuff was kind of ordered pre-knowledge of the vacancy thing, so I've kind of really put the brakes on it right now because the more I buy, the more I have to try to move, and I'm not into that. My back's already screaming, and I'm not even to the really, you know, the bedroom and the dressers and China hutch. And anyway, another Super G Plus. This one's used. This one isn't brand new, but it's a good used. So I'd have to give it a solid 8. This is the I believe it's the Bowser. Yeah, the Shoreline Walk-in Medical Impact Insurance Bruiser. That's what it is, not Bowser. Sorry, couldn't read. There we go. You can still see this one on eBay for sale sometimes. It's just hard to find them. Like I said, that have never had the wings or anything broken off of them. That's the trick. I said, I'm complaining about prices, but I'm the same guy that'll, you know, spend $50, $60 on a racing rig. So, you know, it is what it is. Well, see, Robert, I'm glad to be showing you these, man. I mean, thank you for saying that because, you know, hey, there's 13 people here. Thank you for all you know, if you just joined in or if you're bouncing back, we're to the packing and show off part of the last part of the display. Another Super G Plus car, new old stock. This is also one that they included in the Super International 4-lane Super G Plus kit race set. Number 16. I like it. Red, white, and blue. All American, you know. Powered by Mercedes. Yeah. I was to say Amaranax. Yeah. Good looking car. Roll that bad boy up. Flop it over. All right. Now here's one that I'm sure people have seen. I've seen this one quite a bit on eBay. Not here recently, but I have in the past. This what was it called? Top Dog. Number 34. Oop, get my thumb out of the way. Blue and yellow. I've got one of these bodies underneath the Viper chassis that I race with. This one's new old stock. So I know some people cringe when they hear me say that because, you know, they know how much these go for. But hey, it was built. It was bought to be a runner, and that's what it's going to do. So I know I'm living on borrowed time, guys, having a Viper chassis on that body. And when we get to it, I'll show you. It's in perfect shape. Nothing's cracked off of it. Nothing's broke off of it. I've been very fortunate. Those Viper cars handle real well. All right. So we'll go into a little history on this one. Once again, Super G Plus, new old stock. We're not off of the Super G Plus yet. We only got two more, and then we're going to go back into our old school Magna traction. There is another version of this car. I believe it says Lamborghini or something else on the side. But so there's two different versions of this car. And this is my version of it, obviously, but you can tell by the stuff on the side. This is the Epso or something like that. And then the other one, I think it says Lamborghini or something down the side. And that's the harder one to find out of the two. But it's not like this one's easy to find either. But it's a good looking car. I like the way they, did the blue and the red and then the yellow, the green. And I mean, they kind of broke it up there on the air intake tower. It's a good looking car. I like it. I wish I had the other one that went with it. The sister car or brother car. I don't know about this one being a set car. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, Robert. Honestly, I'm sorry. I just know a little bit of history about some of them because I actually bought the set and or knew of the set. This is another one people may have seen. New old stock. Once again, Super G Plus. Number 19. Kind of got that McDonald's flair, if you ask me. Look at that. I mean, that's. I don't know if it's coming out and the camera angle is, but I'm holding that straight up and down. That thing's not. Look at that. Not budging. The Venturi car. That's it. By the beach. Thank you. Yes. I knew it started with a V. Like I said, my brain's flatline cooked. I didn't have much to start with, but after the last few days of moving and packing and yeah, and like I said, 10 hours of work yesterday. My poor little brain wondering what I'm trying to do. And here for now is the last Super G Plus Turbo. This one's used, not new old stock like the others. But they call this the Autopolis. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Classic blue and yellow. Got the green there on the nose and a little bit of white that's getting washed out behind the front of the wing. But good looking car. Looks snazzy if you ask me. Kind of did it up good. The number 20. The Venturi. Okay. Yeah, thank you. By the beach. Appreciate that. I love it. I mean, we found out the part number for that Thunderbird that came in my set because of a viewer. I mean, I'm as much as I'm educating people, I'm getting educated. I'll put it that way. And that's why I did this, is because I've said this from I think day one. I am no guru. I only know what I know from talking to other people or experiencing it myself, which is all of our basic knowledge, So I don't know everything. And so this is my chance to learn more. And people that watch this, it's their chance to expand their knowledge. Like I said, it's I do this for everybody. This, and my big benefit of it is learning more about the hobby that I love, and then finding out about different versions of cars and stuff like that. I won't spend a lot of time on these next two because we've already seen them, because they were just debuted in the track set. But I will explain where they came from. Got to spread the word. Yes, everybody, please. I got these two particular cars, the next two that we're going to show in line, even though I got the one that was included in my Smoky and the AFX Express. See, look at that. Just to show you the difference, in a Magna Traction chassis. I got both of these versions of these cars from Bob Beers. So I already had them. I already had the tractor trailer, but there's something different about actually owning the track set that everything came with versus just owning the cars. So that's what I think is so cool. So yeah, new old stock from him, lighted. And I saw the yellow one that I didn't get a chance to work on it, but we both know how the lights work with the alternating and stuff. And another new old stock Magna Traction, once again from Mr. Beers. Like I said, this is the same one that was included with that track set that I recently bought. I can't do that with these. They'll fly right off. Got the right turbine wheels and everything. So whenever I saw those, I was like, oh my God, I've got two new old stocks of those, and I got two of them, one that came with the set and then one that the gentleman or somebody, gave him whenever they bought the set to have with it, I'm saying, the extra police car. So that's just pretty cool. So none of those are going for sale. Got to keep everything OG. It's not very often that you're going to be able to buy cars from Bob Beers, and it's not very often that you're going to find a track set that's been sitting in the basement for over 40 years that has those cars only being used one time. So here's one that brings a little bit of money every so often on eBay when you see it. This is the state police version of that Chevrolet Caprice. And it's lighted and works, and you can see there it's got the radar gun on the side. And in case you're wondering, I'm not going to take it out because I don't want to risk it, but you can tell when they're an original OG lighted chassis by the way they've mounted. I'm watching my TV, you can kind of see the wire in there, but they're mounted on the sides. They didn't do it like Auto World did and mount it to the shoes like idiots. They mounted it to the sides over here, and it's actually soldered in. I don't know if that's going to come out. Let me rotate and look. I'm going to hold it there for a second. Yep. See that solder? That's to hold on the wires for the lights. So you'll know if you're buying one of these OG original, if it has it just soldered on either side, and that's the lighting for the bulbs. That's one easy way to tell if it's real or if it's someone that's modified it to be lighted and it doesn't have the original bulbs in it. Because I've seen some people try to pass them off as lighted chassis and they're not. I'm sure someone still bought them, but I'm just saying, that's kind of misleading in my book because the lighted chassis are different than a standard Magna Traction. Like I said, this is once again a lighted Magna Traction chassis. I'm not going to go back over, but this is the Fire Chief version. This one usually brings some good money on eBay too. No, this one's been used a little bit. It's not new, but hey, once again, lighted chassis with the lights that work, and it runs. Pretty cool car. So a couple of police cars, state police, and a fireman. We're not done with the cops yet. We got more. We got more down there. Except we're going to switch gears in decades because we're going from the 70s back into the 2Ks. This, well, no, actually, this is the 90s right here. So it's on a brand new, old stock Super G Plus. This is one of those transfer cars, is what I like to call it. Whenever they had a lot of bodies, and then they put another chassis underneath it, and you'll find this same car, this 848, in a Mega G version and a Mega G Plus version. Lights don't work on these, regrettably, but this is a Super G Plus version. See? Pretty cool. Crown Vic. Highway Patrol. I won't spend a lot of time on that one. Big unique thing on that one is it's just the older G Plus chassis version of the car. And if someone has the book, they'd have to tell me if there's a unique version difference on the body or some of the tampo, because I wouldn't know. All right, we're up to 14. Thank everybody for stopping by and hanging out and listen to Scott ramble about his collection. And this one's also on a Super G Plus chassis. Now this is your older Caprice. What is this one? This is the Highway Patrol car number 213. Let me get it on the track. There we go. Just your standard Chevy Caprice, black and white version, non-lighted, but it still has the radar gun on the side. So you can almost guarantee that there's a Magna Traction lighted chassis version, probably. Here, let's open it up and see real quick and see if it's even lighted possible. Nope. I'm guessing no on that. So, put that back in there. And of course, the clip came out. Sorry, dead space. Got to put the clip back on. It came off with the body, which is notorious. There we go. Except when you put the clip on backwards. Gotta love live TV or live streaming, Nothing like embarrassing yourself. There we go. Once again, one last final look. Yeah, Scott did manage to put the clip on right, get the wheels in there right. Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, can't really laugh at anybody else without being a hypocrite. And I laugh at myself a lot because I laugh at a lot of people. I'm going to turn that one around since that was in fact, I'll just get another piece. I like the way that's leaving my car exposed. So has everybody seen every single one of those cop cars that I showed off, or all the different variants of the state police and the fire chiefs and stuff? I mean, I'm sure most everybody has. The only one that maybe people hadn't seen was that state police, but these other cop cars are pretty common. These next two are pretty common too, but these are once again Bob Beer purchases. They're not on the right chassis. Put them on speed shifter chassis, but they're new old stock. And these are just the old Matador taxis. And what's cool about these is it's not, the sticker's not cool, but they built in the damage, trying to show how rough it is around the city streets of New York. You know what I'm saying? Look at the scrapes and stuff, like they've scraped into other cars or poles, trying to give it that authentic look. There's 3 versions of this car. There's white, blue, and yellow. And the only one I don't have is the white one. I'll get it. Time's on my side. There's a few of them still out there, but you can't have the old cop cars if you're not going to have an old taxi. So, even like I said, on those, I'm not too worried about them having the right chassis or not. It's just the whole idea that, A, I got them from who I got them from, and B, they're new old stock. So once again, another speed shifter chassis purchased from Bob Beers. This is the yellow version. You can see they did the tampo the very same. The scrapes, nothing really changed. Same stickers, same everything. I was trying to get the white version of this, but someone, like I said, I have a limit in the line in the sand, and someone crossed my line, and I'm like, it's yours. I don't even know if they won it, but whoever it was that outbid me, congratulations. That's one of those eBay deals. All right, now to the track set that I literally just showed off buying. Here's a used Super G Plus 300ZX. As you can see, I don't know if it's going to come out on the camera, but with that bank track, look, that car sits so low that when you're going through the middle of the corner, the body is actually touching the rails. So that tells me on a bank corner, eventually it's going to start. Yep, you can see it's already been on a bank track. And I'm sure from that set, it'll start wearing grooves in the bodies, because my Ford GT40s did that on my bank track on the inside lanes. So That's pretty cool. Authentic. But this is the car that came in that track set that I just got tonight. And I already had it, so that's why I bought the track set. So now I've got both the cars and the track set from 1990, 33 years ago. And while we're talking about Nissan, might as well. This one's on a turbo chassis. And I actually just purchased the a new old stock body for this. And I've got a new turbo chassis coming. So I'm going to actually have a new old stock one of these here real soon. Yes, Clint, I agree. That's why I got them. Wait till we get to the Tycos. Yeah, I've got, like I said, I've got a few of them. Good looking car, perfect, no bent posts, no nothing, no scratches. All the tampos perfect. Nissan on the wing, nothing's faded. Nissan on the nose. This one does have room, if you'll notice. If I can get the angle right, let's see. Yeah, you can see it's got a little bit. It doesn't sit as low as the 300, but it's close. Nope, no scrape marks on that one yet. Haven't seen a track. Hadn't seen a bank corner. And I actually have two versions of this car, and I don't know where the other one's at. I don't know if I already wrapped it up or not. This is the turbo version of this car, and I wish I had the other version of it here. This is the first year they made this this body, by the way. This, like I said, turbo chassis. This is the high construction. And the reason why I say that is because they also made the a Super Racing Turbo version and a Mega G version. And the body shades of blue change depending on what chassis it goes with it. So when we get to that other car, yeah, I'd like to be able to show you, but I can't. Good looking car, new old stock. That boy up. But I didn't realize that until I'd gone to, and I'll push his web page. Troy with Slot Car Crazy. He has a web page that you can go to and join and um, check out all the different catalogs that were made back in the day that someone actually downloaded on there and check and see when, when cars were released. Now, you remember we've already seen this one, the number 28 turbo version, but this one's the version with the black wheels. This is the one I thought was a G Plus. It's not. I'm sorry. I should have known it by looking at that big square body that it wasn't. But it's still a good looking car. It's used, but it's a runner. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. No, like I said, I try not to buy. I will wait to buy a car before I buy one that needs a lot of loving with the body. You know what I'm saying? Like the tampos all wore off or stuff like that. I'm not into trying to restore like that. If I can, if I just need to restore the chassis, that's no big deal. But if the body's all torn to shit, this is just a Super G Plus chassis that I need to get the clip for because I have a new old stock body for it. And once I get the clip for the chassis, then I'll have everything good to go with this one. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time with it. It obviously still runs. It just body would be a little funky going around the track. And I believe, yep, we've already seen this one once. We saw the other version. This is the other version. And I mentioned they auctioned this off, and I believe it's now Tim's car. But you can see here, I'll move my finger. I'm just trying to keep it from sliding off. But my valance is broke right there on this version. But this is the version of the wing that I believe that they sold in the auction at Pro Tinker. So it was in better shape than mine, obviously, because it wasn't broken anywhere. But I still have all my roll bar intact and my driver's head and my little gurney flat back here on my wing. And it's on the correct chassis. So, it is what it is. And I recently bought a new old stock one of these bodies. So now I just need to get the a new old stock chassis, and I'll have one of these brand news, and I can turn this one into my own runner. So pretty cool car. So now I got both the A and the B version, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. The one that the sticker matches, in case you didn't see the last one that I wrapped, it matches perfectly on the sticker, and this one is purposely this alternate color. Why they did it, I don't know, but it is what it is, and they released it two different ways, and so if you're a collector, then you got to collect it both ways. Yeah, that is if you want to collect that car. I'll be more specific. Oh, looky there, man. I may actually come in a little early tonight. All right, and we're going to go old school. I just love these. VW Thing 4 gear, authentic. Not one of those Auto World stuck underneath it. This is an OG Aurora. And I didn't know it until I bought one, but I'll do it. See, the window, front windshield, it's supposed to flip down, and you can flip it up if you want. Obviously, the first time it goes around the track, it's going to go down, so you might as well just leave it there. But I thought that was cool. So if you're going to buy one of these used, you can see it's got the roll bar. So you want to make sure the roll bar is not smashed, cracked, or if it's even there. Driver's head, and a lot of them I see on sale on eBay. This little foldable windshield's been broken, or it's just completely missing, or has the bejesus scratched out of it. And you can see, I'm looking at my camera there. Mine's clear as a whistle. So pretty cool. VW Thing. Pieces of crap. There's several different versions of this car, color wise. I mean, there's a camo, and there's just a lot of different versions of it. They use that body a lot. Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Robert. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't know a lot of, if you're like me, you see those things for sale and you don't know which way is the right way. And so I'm like, well, let's look. And then someone offered a new old stock body, and I didn't win it, but at least I got to see what everything was supposed to be on there. And then when that one came up complete, I was like, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Scott's buying that, for the right price. And obviously it was within my line that I drew in the sand, and I got it. And here is the last car for this case. An old Vet with a Magna Traction chassis. Slick car. Vito Man 50 has the yellow version of this one. That's a convertible, I believe. Johnny Lightning body. You nailed it. Yep. You nailed it. Got the old Magna Traction chassis though. That's why I bought it. So pretty cool. Almost perfect rendition of it. And these old Johnny Lightnings, I don't know if you guys have seen the prices, but they're getting pretty pricey. And obviously, it's all what people are willing to pay, but they're willing to pay some buckage. Because I'm seeing those old cars go for the prices of new cars. You know what I'm saying? So, well, look at that. We packed 48 cars in just around an hour. I'll move this out of the way. Move that back there. So we went through a lot of my turbos, G pluses, super G pluses, super racing turbos, and then went back into my old school Magna Tractions, and then kind of bounced back into super G plus and back to Magna Traction, back to super G plus, and then ended up with a Magna Traction with a Johnny Lightning body. Oh yeah, I love the red, black and red. That's why I got it, Ryburn. Like I said, I may be a Ford guy, but a good-looking car is a good-looking car. Period. I don't care if it said Yugo on it if there was a good-looking Yugo. You know what I'm saying? But if there's a good looking car with a good looking, with a decent brand name, that's even better. But good looking car is a good looking car in my book. And here's the two set cars that came in my Street Speed Challenge set, and this is the Plymouth Superbird that I so desperately wanted to have a runner of, and now I have it. There is some damage on this one now that I see it. It's probably not going to come out on the camera, but the back glass got broken out of it. So I may make this one my runner and sell the other one that I have is in perfect condition. I'll probably do that. Yep. There we go. So I got me a couple of runners now, whether I wanted it or not. I was hoping to have a couple of sellers, but it is what it is. I got some figure eights and some track, and got me a runner that I can turn around. I can sell the other nice version I had that's not in the bubble wrap. I'll quit rotating those around, and just in case anybody that's watching now that missed it, this is the set that those cars came out of that was so poorly packed. And I'll open the box, and you can kind of see in there nothing was bubble wrapped, nothing, and the two cars were stuck together, and the post got bent on the Charger, and the back glass got broken on the Superbird. So they're going to get a piss poor review from me. But the box came in good shape. Just the stuff that was on the inside didn't make the trip so well. And then that was the first race set that we got tonight. I was fortunate enough to get two. And to be quite honest, I'd forgotten all about that Street Speed Challenge. And I know why is because it's been ordered now for over 2.5 weeks, and the guy waited until I guess eBay was getting a hold of him to ship it. So maybe that's part of the reason why he didn't want to ship it, is because he knew how crappy he had packed it, and already saw that he had damaged the cars. But anyway, here's the second set that I got tonight. It's it was complete 100% minus the cars, and I got it for less than $40 to my door. And as we showed off the car that I had tonight that came in the set, and we haven't gotten to that car that I own, but I own them both. And then as you can see there, 17 feet of track, came with bank corners and 5 feet of straightaway there. So, you could get a good run at those banks. I would have gone the other direction instead of this direction, so I'd get a good run at those banks personally, but that's just me. And this is 23 years old, or 33 years old, I'm sorry, made in 1990. And then it kind of goes through some of the specifics on the car, high performance motor timing switch. That's just twisting the end bell on those Super G Plus cars. And then high performance motor. Yeah, we all know that. High performance magnets, ground effect magnets, polycarbonate chassis, and lightweight hollow rubber tires. So really bragging on the G Plus. This is Tommy, I'm sorry. And this is back when they said, 8-year-olds could race it. Yes, Dan, I agree with you 100%. Any race set. In fact, that was what I mentioned to that slot car guy. He asked for opinions on his layout, and I said the only thing I would do is at least add one set of bank curves for it. Yeah, no, Robert. That's why I was showing this so long, is because normally that's just something you see in the in the pamphlet here, because this is the pamphlet. I forgot to pop that up. Oh no, this is for that my Hot Wheels layout there, that I can go figure 8 or oval. This one had the pamphlet and stuff in it, but it's got that foam in it and stuff, and I don't want to dig it back out. But it came with the paperwork from the day. And here's the, well, hell, I got to take it out to get those out anyway, so let's just do it. One more time. Oh, well, maybe it didn't come with paperwork. My apologies. I lied. No paperwork. But I'm still not upset about that. And there's everything in all of its glory. And see, they pack the bank curves. I'm curious. I want to see if it's a 9 or a 12. Of course, it's a 9. But yeah, here's the all 4 of the bank corners. Pretty cool. Came with the bridge stanchions. It's complete, minus the book. But hey, you know, if you don't know how to fix and work on your slot cars by now, you haven't been watching enough videos. And once again, while I'm putting this all back together, I am going to plug Dan's channel again. I got my link to his latest video that will get you to his channel in my description of my video tonight. And then I suggest if you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure and subscribe to Dan's. Got a lot of great content. Go through it, smash the subscribe and the bell button so you always get to see when he's got his new stuff coming out. And then you're going to want to look. He's got an upcoming 1-year anniversary special. He's going to go live with Saturday. So go ahead and go to that one and hit the notification bell so you know exactly when he's going to go live. And let's all show Dan our support for his 1 year of YouTube videos. Congratulations, Dan. I'll say it again, buddy. That's awesome. Because I see a lot of people that give up after a few months if they don't get enough subscribers because they're not making any money on it. And you know, I get it. You know, I'm saying it's a lot of work. People just, I mean, unless you've made videos and put them on YouTube, you really just don't understand how much work it really is to make videos. They're as slick as the videos that he makes. My videos, not so much. His videos, quite a bit. Even mine took a long time just because I'm so inept with the computer. But regardless, I was going to say, plug that one. I also have links to Steve at Stockpile Hobbies in the link below, or my description below, I'm sorry. And then I also have HO, Buckeye HO Dragway or something like that, I'm sorry. I also have his link to his channel below. And the reason why I mentioned that, and Dan and I are pushing this, and if you go to their channels, they're going to push it too. And the reason why we're mentioning all of each other's videos, because we're hoping that the more time each of our channels get mentioned and the more time that other people see them, that it's going to spread the word and get it out there. Oh, no problem, Dan. Man, no, I told you. Thank you. The whole idea is to help us all gain knowledge. And then like tonight, I hope you guys enjoyed it because I know I did. You know, getting to see what somebody got that was some history with slot car stuff. We got to see something from the 90s. We got to see something from 2K. We got something well packed, something not well packed, you know, damaged, not damaged, you know. So we got to see both of both worlds. And then I got to see, you know, a small sample of, you know, my collection. We're 3 cases down and we got 13 to go. So tomorrow night, I'm going to keep that pace going and I'm going to try to get through a case every 45 minutes. And I may start right at 7 o'clock, or I may go even try to go a little earlier if the old moving goes a little quicker. But at the bottom line is I will be back on tomorrow night, and I'm going to try to pick up the pace. Instead of doing 2 a night, I'm going to try to do 3. But that still doesn't mean I don't want the interaction. I want everybody to interact with me. It's just maybe I'm not going to tell those big old long-winded Scott stories in between. But anytime anybody has a question or wants me to show a car again, like Robert, you know, or Ryburn, or anybody, any of you guys that are watching this, you want to see another car again, even if I've wrapped it up and you saw it as I was wrapping it up, it's no biggie for me to show it again. So I'll be more than happy to do that. So it's almost 9 o'clock. It's 5 till. I haven't even had dinner yet. But I do once again want to promote Dan's channel and his new latest video with the drag racing. Like I said, it takes you from the very beginning when he got the set, shows you what's in the set, and then shows you the set running with the cars. Awesome. I mean, so you would get to view it just like if you were buying it yourself. And it might help you make the decision to join us with the drag racing because it's just nothing but fun. And all you got to do is, like he says, just smash that button. So anyway, get with Dan and be sure and catch up with him Saturday. So be sure and hit his notification bell. I am going to be back on tomorrow night. I usually try to get my notifications out sometime an hour before I'm going on, if not sooner. eBay, YouTube doesn't let me push out the notification unless I'm all hooked up to my computer with my camera. And so when I'm at work, obviously I can't do that. So when I get home from moving, then that's the first thing that I do. So I will get that put out. And I'm like I said, tomorrow night, I am for sure 100%. We're going to go through 3 more cases. And just to give you a preview, it's going to be my house cars that are runners of Tyco, and another Tyco, and another Tyco. So we're going to be hitting my Tyco section because I like the ones that are right in front of me because whenever I do get to work from home, I get to look at them. So I'm probably going to leave those 2 cases that are my personal runners, um, and another Tyco that's next to it till last. So tomorrow night we're going to go from AFX and Aurora to Tycos and my home class tracks, and I can kind of go through some of them. I'll go through some of my new Tycos. That's one, that whole case is nothing but new purchases. So we'll get to see all those. And then the next Tyco that'll be coming in is more new purchases that, once again, I said I bought 3 of these. And people have been asking, so I'm just going to show this real quick. I bought 3 of these display cases for overflow for sales, and have ended up filling them up with cars to collect. So that's how that happens. But anyway, these are the display cases that I'm talking about. 48 cars, obviously, like we did tonight. And then each of these cases, when you buy one, comes with that exclusive Hot Wheel. And what I used to do before I saw what those were going for when they got older is I used to sell the car for like 20 bucks, which was like 10 bucks cheaper, than most people were selling them on eBay. And so they sold really quick, and I knocked $20 off of what I had to pay for the cases. But I've learned, hold on to those damn Hot Wheels because they do nothing but go up in value. These Hot Wheels people are about as fanatic about the Hot Wheels as we are about our slot cars. So um, I'll wrap this all up. Like I said, someone was asking me to show those cases, and that's actually what it looks like. I don't recommend buying them now; they're way overpriced because there was a mad rush on them since they've been out of stock for a while. You're paying double now what they'll go for later on this fall when the new shipment comes in. But anyway, so hope everybody enjoyed everything they got to see tonight. Be sure and check out Dan's video after this. Come back tomorrow, everybody. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody that joined in live, all 12 of you that are still with me, and anybody that watches this later. Hopefully the comments that I set it on the record, so you'll get to see what we're all interacting and talking about. And if you have some questions later and you're not here live, please leave them in the comments below. You'll see in the other videos people have done that, and I answer every single comment that I receive. So once again, everybody take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Get out there, light some sparks, and melt some plastic. Until tomorrow night, bye-bye.